Hey, my beautiful, handsome individuals. Welcome back to Amy's Insight. Welcome if you're new. Today's reading is a pick a card with no strict theme, just messages from spirit and whatever you're meant to hear right now. I'm using metaphorical cards as the pile options, so instead of numbers, go with the image that catches your attention first. Don't overthink it. There are three piles, and it's totally okay if more than one resonates. Take what feels right, leave the rest, and when you're ready, choose your image and let's see what comes through. All right, here are your three images. Take a moment, and when you've chosen, go ahead and skip to your pile. I'll see you at your reading. Hi, group one. Those of you that chose this image. So there's something that you might be a little conflicted about, and it's time to make a decision. Okay. So it could be an internal conflict or a conflict with someone else, but you are going to receive enlightenment about this so that you can make the best decision for you. All right, let's pull your oracle cards first before we get into your full reading. Spirit, for my group ones, what message do you have for them? Olive branch, truce. Scorpio coming through. Spirit, what message do you have for my group ones? Kerosene. And pillory. All right, so it seems that there's been a tumultuous situation here. Look up the meaning of angel number 275. Right, so 2 is definitely about making decisions. And there's something that's going to fuel this decision for you. Someone might have to face shame or face some type of humiliation or punishment, consequences of unpredictable behaviors, but know that peace is coming. Give me one last one, Spirit. Or actually, give me two more. Ballet shoes, stamina, endurance. Someone is going to face the music for their actions. All right, there's going to be effort that's required here. Flamingo, soulmates, a union. And I'm getting now angel number 592. All right, now some of you have decisions about love. I am so sorry about the noise. Some of you have decisions about love to make, and it's you're going to come to some type of agreement after some type of negative situation or where it's been back and forth with someone. Some of you, maybe you've been in abusive situations, and I'm sorry, right? Someone is getting caught, and there's going to be shame here with pillory. But it's necessary to bring this situation back into balance. All right, that's the main gist of this. Something stemming back to the month of August could be significant, or that could be somebody's birthday, Leo season, Virgo season. Spirit, tell me, for my group ones, what message do you have for them? What message? Ooh. All right, that is enough. So this first one came out and it says, staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Mice, discord among friends or family. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. I feel that there's an interesting dynamic here where people are being affected, you're being affected, but know that you will be taken care of. Things are going to come into balance after someone faces the consequences, okay? Agreeing to disagree, coming to terms with something. Let's find out more. Spirit, for my group ones, what message do you have for them? Someone is having to rebuild or build something, repair something. This is a tread lightly, maintain your poise. Don't act out of character regardless of whatever someone throws at you here with this kerosene. All right, Spirit. For my group ones, what message do you have for them? What do they need to hear right now? What is their current energy? Oh no, keep going. What is their current energy, this one? The Three of Cups. Okay. What is challenging them right now? The Page of Wands in the reverse. What's coming in? What is coming in? Death. What will help my group ones reach the best possible decision? The High Priestess reversed. What's over on the other side? What is over? What's the long term of this? The Queen of Swords in the reverse. Back of the deck here, we've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. Group one, currently there is this sense of feeling fragile or feeling like something was not fair and someone is not facing the consequences of their actions. You're trying to be peaceful here, to reunite with family, with friends, just so that you can feel better, right? The challenge here, though, is someone is very not putting in the effort and being kind of passive aggressive. This could be someone around you to where you need to make a decision whether you stay in a situation or you leave it because someone's been inconsistent, immature. And what's coming in is that someone is going to have to face the music, right? Like, it's an end of this. It's a transition to someone behaving in a way. There's even prison time for someone. Like, there's nowhere to go. There's something about, I got caught. I'm facing the consequences. I need to. And you're watching this happen. You have a sense of peace here because you're tired of this fire that's constantly burning, right? And it's interesting because earlier I had a conversation with someone about stop burning yourself to keep somebody else warm. Okay, let's do a little bit of clarifiers here on a couple of these cards because, excuse me, what's going to help you, group one, is not doubting your intuition. There is this sense of you having felt confused, and now it's like you're tiptoeing around a situation, or you're very focused on something. You're determined this time around. And what's going to help here is that I hold on before I speak any further. Let's clarify. All right, the Spirit, when it comes to Olive Branch and the Three of Cups, what's the current energy here of my group ones? The Tower reversed. You want to keep your peace and avoid a disaster at all costs, okay? So you're beyond it. And there's something about a secret being exposed, revealed here. It's news that you get and it affects you. Queen of Cups reversed. You're not happy. You feel like you doubted your judgment. You doubted your own intuition. And in a way you have. It's pushing something down. All right. Now the challenge here with Kerosene and the Page of Wands reversed is another action. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But someone is provoking, adding fuel to the fire. Tell me about Kerosene with a Page of Wands reversed. These two wanted to come out. And we've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Star. Again, it's giving passive aggressive, someone saying or doing things out of character or very much in their character and then looking to heal and being optimistic about the future. Trying to be charming or funny about it, even though there's disappointment. Someone is masking sadness or masking anxiety. What's the challenge here? Another thing, group one, is you're being advised to not gaslight yourself and not to be too optimistic. If you see the red flags, don't ignore them. Okay? The Eight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, sometimes you have trouble releasing thoughts. This is time to isolate yourself here with a hermit. Take some time to be on your own so that you can have peace. Now, what's coming in here with pillory and death is the end of abuse, the end of, I don't know, just someone facing consequences here. We got the Emperor in reverse, someone losing control. Tell me about death with the Emperor reversed and pillory. The Eight of Cups. You're abandoning this situation, right? It's not that you're ignoring, but you're looking for your happiness, and that's what's coming in. It's like you're leaving a controlling situation. Someone is finally facing the consequences, whether they're legal, whether they are karmic, what have you. Someone gets caught acting shady, acting not in the best manner to where it was affecting you. And all you want is peace, okay? Now, what you're being advised here to do is to, again, be very poised. Don't reveal your secrets, or if you have a plan of action, don't come out and say it. Just do it. Don't doubt your intuition. Tell me about the signs coming through are Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Pisces, as well as air sign energy and Scorpio. Again, oops, this one fell out. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a new beginning on the horizon for you, but it's a little delayed. All right, there's a lot of moving parts to it. Don't do anything too impulsive. Make sure you read things, all right? Because there's something about you're doing something that got the bird with the injured wings. Now is not the moment to take drastic action because there's something about setbacks and delays here. So pace yourself, think about things. Don't take action with clouded judgment. What's over on the other side for you? How do you want this to fall? Oh, that fell all the way over here, honey. And it fell upright, but you have to see it. Okay, upright. Yeah. Queen of Swords, you're cutting things out. You're being very honest with yourself and making that decision. Here with the flamingos, this could be about an important connection in your life, a soulmate, a partner, all right, to where it's like you're telling someone straight up, this is what I expect. Interesting, this dove flies, the flamingos don't. They stick around, it's long term. Tell me about the Queen of Swords with the flamingos. Tell me about the Queen of Swords with the flamingos. We've got the Queen of Wands. You're stepping back into your power. Some of you could be same-sex connections. Tell me about the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Swords and the flamingos. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Some of you, this could have been pertaining to a love triangle, regardless of gender. The Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, there's something about it's not the right time to make a major move. There's a cycle in your life that's trying to close out, but you still need to finish learning this lesson in order to bring about this change. But the good thing about all this is that you're pulling yourself out of a situation and someone is finally having to show, they showed their ass out and now they're paying the price. And you're watching this. All right. And I don't see any terms of anything that has to do with you feeling like it's not fair. You're kind of happy that this happened. This is going to happen. All right. What else I want to tell you? That's a lot of Queen energy. The one that's missing here is a Queen of Cups. And I had seen the Queen of Cups in the reverse at the back of the deck at some point. So it's like you're making a decision and taking your emotion out of it. Yeah, you're taking the emotion out of it. Oh, this one. Divine timing. Yeah, so fate is stepping in. Your fortune is changing. Something is changing for sure. All right, let's close out your reading with some Lenormand cards. Spirit, what else? What other message do you have for my group ones? What message do they need to hear right now at this very moment? What message? What do they need to hear? What's coming in for my group ones? Abundance, okay? Fertility, prosperity. Tell me about what's coming in. What do they need to know? The Tower, okay? Help. All right. What is coming in? The Boat, okay? So there's a journey. You're moving forward, upwards, and getting the help that you need. Even though you're confused, you have to be very clever about what it is that you're doing, Group 1. Over on the other side, you do have harmony and balance and peace. It's like a connection in your life is being restored or you're being pushed in the right direction. But the way this comes about, you're not seeing it. You just have to trust your intuition and don't allow clouded judgment to dictate your actions, okay? Now, there's something about a government institution or someone in authority that's going to take care of you or help you be taken care of financially. This is like problems with finances, with something being, even karmic justice could be represented here by the Tower. All right. It's like you have a better view of what you need to do to protect your prosperity and your peace. All right. And here with the sailboat, there's a journey that you're going on. Perhaps you're moving to another city. Perhaps there is some type of action that you're taking that gets you away from conflict. This is reminding me of the Six of Swords. Okay. Let's look at the book real quick here with a fish. It says it teaches us to make the most of our resources, what we possess. In modern parlance, it means speculate to accumulate or making a little go a long way. Okay, so make a little go a long way. Being wise with your resources. You did get the fox at the back of the deck. Okay, and then where is it? Number 19 here with the Tower. Okay, corporations, organizations, institutions, governments under my influence, boundaries and restrictions. Okay, so okay, you're isolating yourself. Structure that offers protection and security. It is a watchtower built on high ground for surveillance over the countryside beyond. It may relate to border control. Okay, so some of you, maybe you're moving to a different country, a different state. Okay, symbolic of a place of isolation, such as hermitage. No, you're just getting yourself out of this situation and protecting your resources, right? All right, and then the boat here, the sail, the ship, the boat, the ship, my goodness. I take you on a vacation or business trip. You will need a suitcase for where we are going. Distance is what I'm known for, and I'm constantly in motion. Look at the cards next to me for the clues as to the changes I bring in your life's journey. All right, so the flying ship, visiting new vistas and landscapes. Okay, so this is a pleasant journey. Maybe it's a vacation, or maybe you've saved up enough money to go on vacation to distract yourself from this bullshit. And maybe on that vacation, you end up meeting someone that could be romantical for you, okay? If that's what you're wanting, if that's what you're looking for, this could even be repairing things with a current partner because it is about olive branch here, right? Seizing fire. So you know your stories best, friends. I'm going to leave your reading right here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay real, stay blessed. Bye. Hi, group 2. Those of you that chose this card, the Ladybug. I feel that you have something very good coming your way, group 2. Ladybugs are a symbol of good luck and good fortune. And also, I felt compelled to sage your cards before getting into your reading. Now, I had already saged them previously, but I feel some of you, you're in need of a spiritual cleanse. Confirmation. All right. Not that anything bad is going on, but it's something about clear your energy so that you can receive. All right, Spirit. For my group 2s that chose the Ladybug, what message do you have for them right now at this very moment? For my group 2s, Spirit, what message do you have for my group 2s? Fishing pole. Crew. Some of you, maybe fishing is a thing. You're going on a trip. What message do you have? Poetry in motion, huh? Some of you might be writers. We got thunderstorm. All right. What message do you have for my group twos? Anam-cara. Okay. Spirit, for my group twos, what message do you have for them? Crack shot, and you got an extra one, tools. So you're working on something, group two. You're very talented. Let me just say that. You are multi-talented, multifaceted. You are impressive, my dear. And it's like you're going to start cashing in on this. You're building something very significant and you're having a lucky breakthrough of some sort. There's an accomplishment coming your way. You're excited about it. Now, I feel like this is a group that has had some type of setbacks in reaching whatever it is that you're trying to do. You're being advised also to connect with nature. Some of you might identify as green witches, or you use herbs, oils, things of that nature, because I was very compelled to use, sage, and to use my little psychic oil. And, I like to concoct little things here and there. Even maybe you make your own oils or you're looking into it. Like I make this fiery wall of protection. It's got chili powder in it and all that. Not chili powder, chilies in it, and other goodies in there for protection. So I feel this group, you need protection. You are protected. And it's like you're cleansing your aura, you're cleansing in order to get something significant, because there has been blockages in your way. And this blockage is about something that you want, whether it's love, friends, work. You guys are very funny. You're witty. Okay. You're very intuitive. Some of you might identify as psychics. Okay. You're learning to trust your intuition more. You're working with spirit in unison, and spirit is there to show you signs as symbols, things like that. That it's like your intuition is going to come in like lightning. It's going to feel like lightning bolts. All right. Spirit, for my group twos, what is your message for them? Okay. Some of you, if you've lost connection with a friend, I see that friend coming back around. Okay. This is a true blue friend. You're reconnecting. All right. Spirit, for my group twos. Oh, that's a lot. See, there's something about your luck changing. You're getting an opportunity. There could have been someone working behind your back, delaying your progress. Okay. I'm getting also like a group of friends or people involved. Something important, such as a new job or raise. See, you're getting a lucky break. Something that you've been hoping for, you've been wanting. That's what's coming in. I love it. How exciting. No one can block your blessings, honey. Okay. You're getting good advice from a wise person, deep friendship with someone of the same sex, and then reconciliation. For some of you, if you've been at odds with a friend, y'all could come back together unexpectedly. You're getting shit done. You're like a lightning bolt. Like, I like this. You're very gung-ho about the things that you need to do, and you're not giving a shit. You're like, I have things to do. Thank you. And there's a lot of strong mention here about coming into union with friends. If it's not reconciliation with an actual friend, this could be like you being prepared to receive new friendships and connections in your life, or meeting people that will be a part of your tribe, that resonate with you as a person. Okay. Yeah, you're also getting rid of, I just was called to my little spoon here. It was facing down. So it's like you're not allowing people to feed you their bullshit anymore. All right. This spoon was this way. And you're facing a different direction. Fucking trucks out there. So yeah, you're not allowing people to feed you some bullshit. I just saw the King of Swords there. Yeah, you're tying up loose ends, whether you're ready or not, whether you feel ready or not. You're like, you know what? I just need to wrap that up. someone is showing you infinite love, infinite, constant appreciation, tenderness, all the good things that a friend, really strong camaraderie here. And you're getting rid of people in your energy that are sabotaging your connections. Or maybe this is your own energy where you have been, kind of keeping to yourself and not connecting with others. But I see spirit working with you as a unit. All right, let's get into your message a little bit deeper. Spirit, what's the energy of my group twos? The Six of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, there's definitely an old friend coming back into the picture. It's unconditional. This is a soulmate of yours. It could be love, or it could be friendship straight up. Okay, something platonic. Spirit, or maybe you're meeting someone that feels like a soulmate, right? What I mean also by reconciliation, it could be like reconciliation with love itself, reconciliation with friendships themselves, okay? Like being more open. Spirit, what is challenging this? The Eight of Cups in the reverse, unable to walk away from the past. All right, or focusing too much on the things that went wrong. All right, what's coming in for my group twos, Spirit? What's coming in? Healing. Here with Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Oh yeah, we've got Virgo, Sag, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, and Capricorn again. You might want to look up the meanings of angel number 935 and 631. All right. Oh, okay. Spirit, how can my group twos receive this that's coming in for them? The Hierophant. You already know what you need to do. Get advice, get guidance, get counseling. Some of you, this could be literally like get counseling if you're unable to detach from the past. It's time to bring in the big guns to help. All right, what's over on the other side for my group twos? What is over on the other side for my group twos? The Two of Pentacles. You're coming into balance with things. You're regulating your emotions. The Fool reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Three of Pentacles. You hadn't been ready before to turn your luck around when it comes to connecting with others, when it comes to engaging in any way. And it's like, or maybe there's something about a contract or some type of agreement that you want and it wasn't the right time. So this opportunity is coming in for you. It's like a blessing from the universe telling you that it's the right time, that you're ready to receive. Now, here, what you need to do, or what you're being advised to do, is to actually get some type of cleanse here with Temperance, right? This is about feeling better, like tapping in and allowing yourself to receive, working with whatever you've got here. You're healing the past, group two. Making peace with your past. You're also like either guiding others or you're getting some type of guidance, and this leads to your self-improvement, to where you're stepping into this role of leadership and authority because you're wise. And this is what is allowing people, friends, to connect with you. You're considered like an expert. You're very sharp with your words. Group two, not in a bad way, but in a very confident way. People trust when you speak. They trust your advice. They trust your words. Spirit, clarify this Six of Cups. Oops. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. That was your current energy here. How do you want that to fall? Sideways. How do you want it to fall? In the reverse. Okay. In the reverse here, Knight of Cups. Yeah, in the Hangman reverse. Some of you, it's like you're learning to open up, to reconnect, maybe to even reach out yourself, or someone is reaching out to you all of a sudden. I feel for some of you, this is an opportunity that you might have missed before and it comes back around. Tell me. All right, the Magician, you're manifesting this new beginning. Look at the hand in the hand. Shut up, okay? You're like, I have the power. I am the power, okay? Yes, I love it. You're bringing about connections and opportunity. all of a sudden here, and you're happy about it. You look good, group two. If you haven't been feeling good, if you've been lacking confidence, I want you to know that's changing. And why? With the Eight of Cups in the reverse, because you are not trying to stay where you're at, all right? Because nothing has been changing or it hasn't worked before. What is this Eight of Cups in the reverse? Queen of Cups, remaining emotionally invested in something that doesn't make you happy. You've been holding on out of fear. Four of Pentacles. The Sun, because you thought that was the way. King of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race, but your path there has been a little bit delayed, or it hasn't gone the way that you wanted. Yeah, you're choosing not to remain invested in whatever doesn't bring you peace and happiness, all right? What do they need to lean into here with Temperance? We got Taurus on the table also. The Eight of Swords, to release a way of thinking here with the Eight of Swords. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse, and the Page of Swords reverse. Yeah, you were lacking the clarity and the confidence, and that's what's actually coming in. You're freeing yourself from a way of thinking to where you weren't able to see the possibilities. Feeling confined or restricted, like there was no room to grow, like you missed opportunities, whether it's in love or connection, or even with work here with tools. I feel for this group, there's multiple things coming in because there is a period of good fortune after a period of lessons, after a period of having to get shit done and prepare yourself. And you're very skilled and it's time. Tell me about the Hierophant here. Spirit, for my group twos, what messages do you have for them? What message do you have? We've got the Strength. How do you want this to fall? In the reverse, okay? Overcoming fear, overcoming opposition. Some of you, you're learning to control yourself and to moderate. I feel also, for some of you, not all of you, you're overcoming something having to do with health. I'm getting like the 12 steps program here, or that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, I'm getting like mental health and medication and movement of the body, overcoming the restriction, right? It's like finally you're going in motion, or finally you're finding what it takes to use the resources that you've got to like push forward. And you'll be very effective at multitasking also, because like I said, I feel multiple things coming in for this group. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Opportunities, having to choose between opportunities. Hold on. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. What is over on the other side for my group twos? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, even though like there has been delays and setbacks, like delayed communication, delayed opportunity, you're still managing and overcoming it. What's over on the other side? The Two of Wands, more about decision making and mapping a strategy out. You're reviewing your past and focusing on the future instead of staying stuck in the past. It's time. The Eight of Pentacles reversed. You're fine tuning. Are you? Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you guys are working on your skills, skill mastery, becoming the master. I feel like you're going to have to choose a new job, but you're still contemplating on whether you should leave it because there's history here. Because you're lacking a little bit of confidence, but I want you to know that you're overcoming that. That's what you're working on. Improvements, blessings, just new things altogether. It's exciting, okay? You've been preparing for this. Group two, you have been preparing. All right. Let's see. Spirit, for my group twos, what is coming in? Anything else that you need to know? What else? For my group, choose. Anchor, you're locking something down. You're safe and secure. Number 35. Anything else for my group? Choose. Oops. We've got, look, you're freeing yourself from a circumstance, a situation. You have, look, and the anchor and the key kind of look similar. You're locking something down. You're safe and secure. 35, 33. You have the necessary information to free yourself, to even collect a blessing. It's like you were meant to learn this lesson. And now that you've learned it, you can help others free themselves from situations that were similar to yours. Some of you might be into counseling or school or, giving advice. Here with the 7 with the snake and then the sun, overcoming challenges. I don't know. I get for this group also, some of you might have struggled with addictions or not seeing the path forward. And it's like you were toasted and now it's like now you're learning. Somebody's name could be Annie. You're unlocking, like figuring out what patterns have affected or delayed your progress. And even in the context of friends or other people in your environment that have kept you caged in, you're freeing yourself from it. All right, let's look at the anchor real quick. What is this anchor? Stability and security. I bring peace of mind. I push you to persevere and help you reach your goal. Okay. Being confident that your hard work will pay off in the long term. The anchor is adorned with 2 fish symbolizing abundance and wealth. A card of assurance. You are protected in times of need. Exactly. All right. And then with 33 here with a key, it says the solution to the problem can be found by being in possession of the key card. It both unlocks and secures depending on which way it is turned. The answer is within your reach. This is a card of liberation, although it can also be a tool of captivity. The gilded bird cage speaks of a bird palace which can become a prison. Inside is a rose symbolizing a mystery that unfolds as the key unlocks it. It is also, of course, a symbol of love, the most common of all mysteries. Yeah, some of you, maybe this is love that's trying to come in. All right, next to the heart, it can unlock feelings. And okay, next to the book, it can unlock knowledge. Okay, so here it's protecting yourself from bad behaviors and locking yourself down in security since it's facing this way, right? Still learning the Lenormand here. Okay. It says, stay safe from the bite of the dangerous snake. Be afraid, very afraid, as betrayal may very well be in the cards where this card lies. Watch out for a superficial person, one who is prone to be malicious, and particularly when combined with a dog. Quite literally, a bitchy best friend. Oh, meaning you harm. Okay, well, let's just say here it's duplicitous behavior. A two-faced person could be the problem. The card warns you to be wary and watch where you tread. Okay. So yeah, so just be careful that you don't trap yourself in a situation out of security, right? Out of fear of losing your safety and security. Let's look at the sun. Yeah, because that snake is facing the sun, so it might, some bad habit or some malicious friend might try to take your joy if you allow it. All right, what is number 31? The sun. I am success. Hear me roar. I control your ego and charisma. I boost your confidence and courage. I bring victory and glory, but be careful not to get too cocky or you will be burned by arrogance, like a Charis. Okay. So the sun illuminates everything. It bodes well at the end of the line of cards too. The light that shines from this sun card is energizing and revitalizing in nature. It can also signify the confidence to step out into the light by engaging with a project or taking a new direction. Yeah. So that's what you are doing there. It speaks a lot about becoming an authority, being a master at what you do and getting recognition, possibly even here with the sun. Okay. So, group two, I'm going to leave your reading here, honey. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate you truly. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay real, stay blessed. Bye. Hi, group three, those of you that chose this image. So, in Mexican culture, there is this belief that when there's a storm and you want the storm to stop, you go out there with a knife and do this to the air to cut it off. Now, I shouldn't be laughing because a lot of people still do that. And there's something about maybe you trying to fight the elements or trying to fight your environment, right? People do this in Mexican culture to, when they want to have a nice wedding or a nice event and the weather is bad. So they'll go out there to fight the elements. And some people swear by it, right? I don't know. I've never tried it. But I feel like you're up against something challenging and you're protecting yourself from whatever this is, from somebody's bad temper, perhaps. You're also cutting through the darkness and finding out the truth. You're watching the signs. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards first before we get into your reading. Spirit, for my group threes, what message do you have for them? Worry beads, okay? What do you have for my group threes? What message do you have? Uncertain, okay. For my group threes, what message do you have for them? Autumn. Message for my group threes. This one, within a few weeks. And this one, fish hook. First of all, I want you to know that there's something about needing to wait. Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, the autumn time frame could be significant. Something's happening within the next 6 to 9 months, like a major change. And you're not sure about it right now because your vibe is that you're anxious or you're worried about something. And it makes sense here now with this oracle card about, look, and it's like even pointing in this direction. There is a resolution to a situation in your life that has been worrying you. You're not powerless, okay? Something that has you feeling vulnerable or helpless is actually going to work in your favor. Even though it looks unclear, even though you're scared right now, whatever this is for you, anything you can think of, group three, that has had you feeling like you have no control, like something is taking too long. You're going to be soothed in a time of worry or uncertainty. Some of you, this is financial. I just saw the coins here. Spirit, for my group threes, what's happening here? Fear, worries, tense situations. What's happening for my group three? What message do you have for my group threes? What do they need to hear right now at this very moment? Group threes. Hold on. Okay. And okay. You need to get out of something, a group three, okay? All right, let's start with this dagger that fell right on top of that. Fear, worries, and tense situations. Note the similarities between the cards. There's lightning and the warning of rain. Here we've got the dagger with the rain already and the clouds. And here with the worry beads, there's something that is stressing you out. You're upset about it. You're fretful even. And some of you, this has to do with a child or an enterprise of yours, something that you're trying to create and manifest. And here with pale, time to get out of a situation. There's something that you're leaving behind that has delayed something new, a new beginning in your life. Dealings with a relationship with a woman with gray, white, or blonde hair. Some of you, maybe a woman is involved, or others of you, you might resonate as this woman. All right, here with ladder, climbing towards success. You're reaching your goals, okay? Look, there is this sense of peace, deep personal strength and peace that assures success, even if it feels like it's not happening. Over on the other side, excuse me, how rude. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of anxiety here. Calm down, group 3. Okay, you're going to be fine, honey. All right, recognition, reward for merit. I feel like there's something abundant coming your way, but first you need to deal with this, and that's what's happening next, okay? Some of you, this might even be your thoughts, your own anxiety that's preventing you from moving forward. Within a few weeks, you're going to notice something that is going to push you in the right direction. Yeah, you're not as powerless as you think. You're worried about something. What is this? All right, let's get into your tarot and find out. Spirit, what message do you have for my group 3s? What message do you have for my group 3s? The signs coming through are Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. And the numbers coming through are 973, 388. Spirit, for my group 3s, what messages do you have? We've got the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be financial related. What's the challenge here for my group 3s? The Fool. What is coming in within this time frame? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. What will help them get the best possible outcome here? Oops, what message do you have for my group 3s? We have got the 5 of Swords in the reverse. And what's over on the other side for my group 3s? We've got the King of Cups in the reverse. All right, back of the deck, we've got the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a karmic cycle that's coming to a close. And you're being very strategic in the way that you do this, where you're closing out this cycle that has hurt you. All right, look at all this sword and dagger energy. All right, some of you have been lied to. There's been deception here. And you're getting out of that. That's what you're leaving behind, right? You're not confirmation. You're not saying here. There's this fear that you're not going to be able to make it on your own, or that you're not prepared enough to make it on your own. And that's more your worry than the reality. Here with the 9 of Pentacles reverse. It's like you feel like you don't have enough, or you can't be on your own. Tell me about the worry beads here with the 9 of Pentacles. Some of you are stressing about finances. Like, how am I going to get out of this situation? I want you to know, group 3, that this financial restraint that you're going through is going to be fixed. Excuse me. You're going to have a solution that's going to develop here, or make itself available to you within a few weeks. All right. So even though right now it's not clear, you're not seeing the way, you will be shown the way, my friends. Okay. Tell me about the 9 with the worry beads and the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. 4 of Wands. How did you want that to fall? Upright. Okay. So you're afraid of some type of milestone that you want to accomplish, some type of security or stability. And here we're lacking clarity here. 10 of Swords in the reverse. And then we've got the High Priestess reversed and the 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting the theme, the family secrets can hurt you, or secrets can harm you. Not that they are, but that's what I was getting, like hidden secrets can harm you or something like that. And that's what you're fearful of, losing your sense of stability. Tell me about the 4 of Wands. with the worry beads and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. What's the energy of my group threes? What message do you have for them? The Five of Cups. Right now, you're disappointed, grieving the loss of maybe a home or some sense of stability, feeling like at odds, feeling like you've got to repair something and take the time to do it on your own. There's this sense of like loneliness. Am I going to be alone? Am I going to have to figure this out alone? All right. So why is this a challenge? Why uncertain here with the Fool? Don't jump to conclusions and don't make brash decisions. All right, Spirit, tell me, what messages do you have here with uncertain and the Fool when it comes to my group three? The Four of Pentacles, holding on to uncertainty, even though like holding on to something out of fear is not the way to go. Group three, the Sun reversed, the High Priestess reversed, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very worried about your stability, your security, and not really trusting your intuition. Over on the other side, group three, there is a blessing, an opportunity connected to your livelihood. You're manifesting this and the universe is going to take care of you. No, maybe you watch group two, but some of you are very fearful of falling back into a situation where you're helpless. You're like this fish being hooked in a situation, but you're not. You have the power to choose. Now, what's coming in here with Autumn and the Knight of Swords, how do you want this to fall? Upright. Taking decisive action. Oh, look, and look, it's similar to this card. Taking action, cutting through the cloud, cutting through the fog, right? You're going to discover the truth. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. What's coming in for my group threes? Some of you, maybe the autumn, this past autumn is significant. At the time that I'm posting this, it's winter time. So how do you want that to fall? The Sun reversed. How do you want that to fall? Another Knight of Swords. I just realized something is changing quickly. Something is coming in quickly. Now, be mindful of not making decisions when your emotions feel out of whack. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse twice. And this is when our emotions are kind of dysregulated. Knight of Wands, we're going off of the anger or the sense of urgency. Page of Wands, impulsiveness even. So guard not to be too impulsive. What is coming in for my group threes? Why the Sun reversed with the Knight of Swords here? Don't feel like you have to rush to make a decision. The Hangman, take your time, okay? Take your time. Now, some of you feel like maybe you were torn between group two, because I feel like this is the pre to group two. Okay. Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Six of Wands in the reverse. Feeling powerless or something. That's what you're trying to turn around. And you're freeing yourself from that. But you don't have all the information yet. That's why the uncertain and the worry is here. Within a few weeks, you are going to have the information that you need to avoid being stuck. Okay. Tell me about within a few weeks with the Five of Swords in the reverse. There is news that's coming in or something that develops that is going to ease that worry that you have. And I would say within the next 2 to 4 weeks. All right, tell me about this. That's very specific. Maybe 5 weeks since we have the Five of Swords here. All right, hold on, the world. Tell me about within a few weeks with the Five of Swords reversed. What's coming in? What will help my group? What will help my group threes? All right, we've got the Queen of Swords, and then this one wanted to show its face, the Five of Swords. All right, so how do you want it to fall, though? Upright. All right. You're conflicted about stepping into a new reality because of information that you get. It's not easy. Notice the eye with a tear. Okay. So news that you get is going to spur you into a different direction. But this time you've had time to calm down and you're not making brash decisions. What you need to know will be made available. Tell me about the fish hook with the King of Cups in the reverse. And first of all, how do you want that to fall? In the reverse. Okay. Tell me about the King of Cups reversed. Oops. The Devil. Oh. And the Six of Cups. How do you want the Devil upright? Okay. Look. Over on the other side of this indecision, group 3, I'm going to be very, very bold with you. Now, this situation that you've got going on, you have felt powerless before, but you're also tempted to revisit the past, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation. Even though you get this information, the temptation is still there. You're being advised it's time to leave whatever is there. Two of Swords in the reverse. Make that decision. Make the choice. Knight of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. There's promises here of showing up and doing the work. Page of Wands, but it's a fox that has that. Someone has a very immature way of communicating here. And it's like taking the bait. Tell me about the Tell me about the Devil with the Six of Cups and the fish hook. Someone could have drinking or addiction problems here with the King of Cups reversed. Note that we got the King of Cups reversed twice. Spirit, for my group 3s. I can't shuffle this way. For my group 3s, tell me about this fish hook. Because there's something about it. It's a trap. We've got the Lovers reversed and Strength. More about temptation and holding back. You're being advised to be gentle and compassionate with yourself. How do you want the Lovers to fall? Sideways. How do you want it to fall? Reversed. Make the right choice, group 3. You have the information right in front of you, but some of you are refusing to see it. Now, I did say what message Spirit has for you. And this is the message that I'm getting. You're not as powerless as you think. But you have a lot to think about. And note that the next 5 weeks, the next 2 to 8 weeks, 2 to 8 weeks is going to be very, very important because information will be revealed to you. And that's what's going to spur you into action. All right, Spirit, what does my group 3 need to know? We've got Pisces on the table, Gemini, Leo, Capricorn. Okay, and air signs. Spirit, what else does my group 3 need to know? We've got the birds. Okay. What? Or is it the stork? I don't know. I need to look at the book. There's clarity here. Yeah, I think it's the what do you call it? Those that bring the babies, the storks. Spirit, what does my group 3 need to hear right now? The fish. Okay, good. What does my group 3 need to hear right now? And the star. Nice. Back of the deck, the ship. And bouquet. Okay, so it's time to go on a journey, time to go on a trip, some type of getaway, right? Let's look at this. That's not the birds, it's the stork, right? Yeah, the stork. With movements, upgrades, and improvements, I bring spring and the change of seasons. Sometimes my symbol stands for new family addition or simply a new state of evolution. I can be your move or your next promotion. Okay, some of you, there is mention here of birth and fertility. Some of you, maybe you've struggled with fertility. And it's like you're engaging in things that perhaps prevent you. It could be stress. It could be connected to another person, or it could be connected to our own bad habits, right? So just something to, as a side note. It says it brings change. For example, the delivery of a child. In reality, it returns home like clockwork to the same nest every year. There's something about a return here with a home, a living situation, going back to a situation. Okay, the stork and the fish. The process of birth and life and then death brings inevitable change. Depending on the cards around the stork, it's a lifestyle change. For example, combined with a house, it might be a change of dwelling. So here with the fish, it's a change of income, perhaps. It's a change in your abundance. Make the most of the resources and what we possess. Okay. And then here we have got the stars. Shiny sparkles, guidance, and healing is what I promise through a gentle feeling. I am reassurance, inspiration, and a new path for your exploration. Wish upon a star, for I bring hope and light from afar. That's a great way to close out your reading. Some of you, maybe you're getting an astrology reading here, but it's like you're optimistic about the future. There's hope here. The stars indicate the need for vision and the desire for wish fulfillment. We have all heard the saying about someone who has stars in their eyes and that we should follow our own star. Therefore, it is a card of optimism and ambition. The stars card is a card that portends success and much promise and thanking one's lucky stars. All right, so your finances are going to be upgraded. For those of you, like, I feel it's a financial matter or you're worried about your abundance, you're cutting through the conflict and the tension, and something is happening here that brings you a change in your fortune, and it's a change for the better. Do not be tempted to go back to old habits, to old connections if they have been toxic or you notice a pattern there. Get yourself out if you can, because you will be taken care of. All right. And my group threes, that is what I see for you, friends. Thanks so much for spending some time with me here today. I hope this message resonated for you. And if it did, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay real, stay blessed. Bye.